बिल्कुल हल्का डालना, जहाँ जहाँ कैच मिल जाए ना वहाँ। चलो चलो, कैच पकड़िए, ध्यान। बाउंड्री।
Welcome to 22 Yards. I'm Vaibhav, your host for today, and happy Diwali to all of you. And today I was thinking of talking to you about psychology of playing fast bowling, and typically in a scenario of a 20 overs match, where the first 6 overs are extremely critical, and you need to get on top of the bowlers from the first ball itself. So I've kind of opened in close to 50-60 innings, and every time I score above 30, it's typically through a gale storm, which is a strike rate of 200%. So what do I do, and what my experiences taught me, something that I wanted to kind of share with you, so that you can try this out and start getting on top of bowlers from the first ball itself. So typically the first most important thing is just at the match start, say you guys are batting first, you won the toss, is to play at least a few balls before you go in and take strike, right? So that is that you'd ask your friend or your teammate to bowl throwdowns at you and start playing the ball so that your feet slightly start moving. And you do this typically till you start middling the ball, which typically takes 2 to 3 balls. The moment you have started middling the ball is kind of that you are ready to go. I guess you are an above average batsman, not a bowler, who's listening to this. So the next step is that you go in to take strike. I love taking the first ball because I like to dominate from the first ball itself. So the moment I reach the pitch is I take I pluck the grass a little bit from nearby the pitch area, just to check on the wind, right? That am I going to be am I batting against the wind flow, or is it a crosswind, or I'm going to be hitting the ball with the wind, is something that I kind of need to understand. Because if I'm playing with the wind blowing on my face, right, I cannot hit aerial shots typically, or I need to really put my might into hitting aerial shots. Specifically with a new ball, it's slightly difficult, but because the field is deep, you'll get out. So that kind of gives you an idea on two things. Typically the areas where you need to kind of score off in the first few overs. And the second thing it gives you is it automatically will tell you whether the ball is going to be swinging in the air or not. If it's a hard wicket, there could be some seam movement, but typically seam movement is with the white ball cricket, it's hardly good enough these days to trouble any decent batsman. So once you have done this, is now to just basically look at the field, right? So what are you trying to understand from the field? But before we do that, we need to understand the bowler psychology, right? There's a new bowler, he's come to bowl to you, right? For any bowler, be it like even Bumrah, right? Each and every bowler in this world wants to get his first ball right? And when I say getting his first ball right, is not bowling a very fast ball, but it is about placing that ball in the area that he wants to place it in, right? Now, if he is able to pitch the ball in the area that he wants, it is going to give him 100% confidence, and from the next ball onwards, he is going to be adding more effort into those balls, right? And this is the opportunity that you have as a batsman to kind of take him on, because his first ball is going to be a understanding the conditions ball. And this is why, if you remember, the first exercise I told you to do is hit a few balls before you go in, because you are ready for that ball to come into you, right? Now when you look at the field, right, before you play the first ball, is understanding the default good ball of that bowler, right? So there are typically, I would put it down into three scenarios. Scenario A is of the major fields that I have seen is fine leg and third man are behind, right, and everybody else is in the circle. Now this is, you're going to be facing a bowler who is quick, right? Because only people who know they are fast are going to be keeping third man and fine leg back for their protection, for an edge, or they don't have the confidence on the keeper that he's going to be catching their ball, because they know by default, the team knows by default, the captain knows by default that this is a fast bowler. So that's why, like, a lot of times with all the opening batsmen, and I tell them that typically I want to take strike, they are more than happy, right? Because being at the non-striker, they are able to understand where the first see the conditions, कि बॉल रुक के आ रहा है, कि बॉल तेज आ रहा है, बॉलर कैसा है, right? Because in corporate matches that we are playing around Delhi NCR and Gurgaon, typically don't know, you're not playing international level bowlers or club level bowlers that you've played with before, right? Typically they're all new teams, new bowlers that you're interfacing. So whether you'll know by this field setting whether he's a quick bowler or not, right? And second small cue is you can check how far the wicket keeper is standing, to also kind of get in as a secondary hint. Now the second scenario, the scenario B is he has both long on and long off behind, right? So this is typically done by a bowler whose best ball is a full ball, right? So basically outside off stump he bowls full, and those are the kind of bowlers who try to and swing bowlers are typically not very fast bowlers, but swing bowlers are bowlers who like to bowl straight but full. Those are the guys who are going to be keeping their mid on and mid off to long on and long off, right? The scenario C is either he has long off behind, right, everybody else in the circle, and he's got this is scenario C. He's going to have long off or mid off, long on, and he's going to have deep point, right? Third man is going to be a fine leg. So he's going to be a bowler who's not going to be bowling full, but he's going to be bowling 3/4, right? A 3/4 line outside off stump. So you basically, just by the field setting, the cues, etc., what is the first ball you're going to be getting, right? Barring the execution of this strategy. Now scenario D is the last scenario, in which in few cases I've noticed it, that either he'll have again one of the straight fielders behind and another fielder maybe at deep square leg or deep square leg, deep square leg or deep mid wicket, right? Cow corner sometimes. This is a guy who's going to be, his top delivery is an in-swing delivery. So you write it on the wall, a guy who's going to be opening with mid wicket is going to be an in-swing bowler, right? So you already know that what is the first ball this guy is going to be trying for, right? Now typically what I've seen is 80% of the time this is the ball I've received based on the field that is there. Sometimes there's an execution error because it is the first ball, instead of bowling 3/4 he's bowled full. So I'm kind of ready for that ball, right? 3/4 outside off stump or in swing outside, coming into me, right? I can easily flick it to either fine leg or third man or go over mid on. What third thing I'm kind of ready is it goes down leg. So typically either it's way outside off stump, it is down leg, or he's kind of bowled his top ball, but it can be slightly 3/4 lengths or full ball, because first ball typically a bowler hardly bends his back, right? So majority of the time is slightly fullish, not even 3/4 length. So second ball onwards, right, he does the correction, right? If the first ball you are able to hit him straight, right, or over covers, over mid on, mid off, right, he's going to adjust his length to 3/4 and bang the ball in, right? Because from the second ball you've already hit him. So you kind of play that first over basis where you want the bowler to bowl, right? There. Now, if you have not prepared well, you don't know all this. The first ball is the ball you are going to maybe try to defend, miss it, and the entire team cheers the fast bowler up on the first ball, right? I love that feeling and thought, right? The first ball of the match and the bowlers bowl to you, and you've hit him a good shot, which is either 2 runs or even 4s or sometimes 6s, right? The whole team is down, right? No, everybody wants to cheer the first ball, right? so you give a message that you mean business. And then typically, if you are not able to do that on the first ball, playing the next few balls of the over becomes extremely challenging for you, because he's got his tail up. He's going to be putting in the effort in the second ball, third ball, and fourth ball. Fourth ball is typically what I've seen. The second and the fourth ball are the best ball that basically a bowler bowls basis how you played the first ball. Now, how do you go about this, right? So first ball is bowled full to you. You've kind of hit him. You can hit him straight, because if the mid on and the straight people are in the circle, you can do a very minor adjustment, just walk a little bit across your stumps to hit him over long on, and stay on leg stump guard to hit him over long off, right? Is the adjustment that you can do. Now, if you bowled him full, typically the second ball is he will try to go wider outside off stump, or he's going to bowl a 3/4 bang it in. This is where you can charge down the wicket, right? Because the keeper is behind, and again hit him over covers or point, or you just take in the white ball. I know 2 matches ago I was playing a match at North Cap University, and this is kind of how I got out, right? I knew he's going to bowl a 3/4 length, but it was way too wide, and I connected it and I got out on deep point. But at least I went back happy, knowing that I knew I made the bowler bowl to where I wanted him to bowl, right? So that is one advantage of dominating fast bowling. And try these out. There are n number of shots you can kind of play and dictate bowling from the first go. Typically, if you're not scoring 60 to 70 runs in 6 overs, right, at minimum of 10 runs, it's unless the conditions are like very bad pitch, etc., like below average, then you kind of understand, right? Their wicket is very damp. In those cases, obviously you need to make adjustments, but on most wickets coming in this winter seasons, 60 to 70 in the power play overs is something that you kind of need to achieve. And your contribution is, even if you get those 30s or 40s, typically under a 170, above a 175 strike rate, you've done wonders for the team, rather than scoring a 50 or 40 balls. That is not really kind of helping the team in a T20 match. So that's my 2 cents. I'll come up with more videos, so please like and subscribe. Talk to you more about bats in my next video.